Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Raymond Noble here. Today, we got a very interesting subject. It is the do's and don't do's as it relates to credit. So let me share my screen. Let's jump into it real quick. So, okay, so we have the do's and don't do's to credit. There are a lot of times I'm talking to a client and they'll do things that I know will make their credit score go down, but it's counterintuitive to the way we think, right? For example, let's say you have an old collection account, old meaning like, 3, 4, 5 years. It's been in collections for 3 or 4 or 5 years. And you decide it's time to get my credit right. So you pay that collection account off. What do you think happens? No, no, it doesn't. That makes your score go down. Think about it. The last time there was activity on that account was 3, 4, 5 years ago, right? All of a sudden you pay it. So there's a column on your credit report, date of last activity. You make that today. Now it's today's date of last activity with a associated with a collection account. Your score just went down. And that happens all the time. If you're going to pay off a collection, you must get a letter of agreement to remove it from your report or do not. Period. Your score is going to go down. Why make your score go down? Now you're saying, well, how do I do that? You call that company and you say, look, I know I did some business. However, if I give you the money, my score goes down. So I'm willing to give you some money. Let's say you owe them $100. I'm willing to give you $50 in exchange for a letter to remove it from the credit. All they can say is yes or no. If they say no, I personally wouldn't even make that offer to the person who answered the phone. I would get to a manager at management level in that company who has the authority to say yes, because the person answering the phone doesn't really have the authority to say yes. They can only say no, unless you pay for the whole thing. So I would get to the manager first. You got to be very insistent upon talking to the manager. Then boom, you get to the manager, make them the offer. They say yes, send me the letter, I send you the money. Do not send them the money without the letter first, because if you do, you will not get that letter. So that's a word of the wise. That's one instance. Okay, here's another do or not do. So do make your payments on time, right? It's very simple. It sounds right, but it's important. Now, a lot of times people have a lot of revolving accounts. And the problem with having a lot of accounts is we're human, we make mistakes. So sometimes by having a lot of accounts, you will miss a payment because you just missed the payment. You're human. You made it, and now it's going to affect your credit. So, in my opinion, don't keep a lot of accounts so that your accounting process is easier to manage and maintain. And that's just my recommendation. Another do, use credit and have a mix of credit types, installment accounts, and revolving accounts. It's important because the algorithms are looking for different types of accounts so that they can, suggest that your credit is better. That is one of the algorithm uh, um, components of the algorithm is what kind of credit do you have? Do you have a auto? Do you have a installment? Do you have a revolving? So, important to do. Here's another do. Do have 3 to 5 credit cards that you use on a regular basis. Excuse me. Now, in my humble opinion, if you have 3 cards and you use one every 3 months and go buy a hamburger, let it bill you one cycle, pay it off, keep the balances at very close to zero, That's the best place to be. Now, credit people will tell you 30%. The problem I have with 30% is the ceiling is 30%. And above 30%, they start knocking you. So 30 can't be the number. To me, I would say keep it at 10%. So that, I mean, why do you want to be paying interest on your money anyway? You only need credit to buy a car, to buy a house. So, the rest, why be giving them your money? That's just my humble opinion. Okay, another do. Have a car payment. A good history of car payments is great for your credit scores. So you don't have to go buy the Tesla at 130,000. You can go get the 7,000 because it's the type. Put a little bit down, make a little bit of a payment for a while, pay it off. It's going to sit on your credit report for a long time. I don't believe in having lots of open. Yeah, that's just me and how I believe. So, okay, another do. Check your credit report regularly. Errors happen, and they happen to everybody. And you want to catch those errors early. You don't want them to linger on and affect your score for a long period of time. So I would suggest checking your account at least quarterly. Just take a quick peek, see what it is. If you need to get a soft pull credit report, give me a call or send me an email. I'll send you a link. They are 12. I think it's $25. I can get you a report, and it's exactly like a mortgage credit. So you're looking at the right scores, not those. What is that called? Credit Karma. Is that Credit Karma? Yeah, Credit Karma. One of those credit scores. Nobody lends money on that score. So why look at it? Okay. Do not max out. So now here are the do nots. So we were talking about the do's. Now here are the do nots or the don'ts. Do not max out credit cards. Keep the balances at 30 to 35% of the credit limit or lower. I say lower. Just because why keep, if you have a $5,000 card, you don't want 30%. I mean, you're paying, on $1,200, that you could be paying that for 10 years. So no, that's giving away money. Don't give away money. If you want to give away money, give me some. Do not close those old credit cards. Those are the biggest help to your credit score, especially if they have never had late payments. It erases history. Instead, use them periodically. That is great advice. Do not close an old credit card. It is like the foundation of your house. It's the first thing that was built, and everything sits on top of it. So do not pay those off. Do not close, especially do not close them. Now, you could pay them off, but do not close them. It is the foundation of your credit. Do not co-sign on a loan unless you are 100% certain that the person making those payments is going to make those payments all the time. Here's the problem with that. I have a friend right now. Daughter got a student loan. He co-signed for a student loan. Daughter now is doing whatever the daughter's doing, but the daughter missed a couple payments. So now my client is concerned about her credit. Now she's trying to do some things so she can pay it off, so her daughter can't affect her credit. So authorized user account maybe, but don't give them access to the card so that you can help boost your kids' credit scores. But cosign, not a good idea. Do not credit card surf. I don't even know what credit card surf is because I don't use credit cards. So we're going to skip that. But whatever it is, don't do it. Do not apply for new credit or make major credit purchases if you are in the process of buying a home. OMG. How many times over the years has somebody went out and bought a car? They have ran up their credit cards, buying furniture, buying all this stuff for the house, and they haven't closed yet. I have had clients quit their job before they closed and start a new job. Do not do that. Do not apply for new credit while you're buying a house, please. It just makes the muddy water. It, it, it yeah. Do not apply for new credit. Make major credit purchases like cars and furniture and moving trucks, and don't do that until you close it. It's your house. Then you can make all those plans, please. And that is the end of the do's and do nots for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make the rest of your day the best of your day. I will see you soon.